well as sa buong students. Okay, so today, alright, so I think majority here are mga first timer, don't worry, because ini session is just a beginning kung asa mo to take off sa inyong mga pagtudlo or facilitate sa mga students. So, wala na tayo framework of class structure. You don't have to be an expert in one particular area or topic sa entrepreneurship because there are different topics na to discuss during ang bootcamp. And ito ako kung tanaw ng ato ang page sa Center for Entrepreneurship. I have a different plenary session every week. And katong mga nag-teach sa plenary session, kung sila mga expert in that particular topic. Someday, you will become an expert in that. Mga pivotal train and trainers para kabukod mga deliver na. But right now, this semester, you don't have to worry. Hindi mo expert in sa particular topic. But rather, hindi nga bootcamp is to guide you kung asa mo or asa na ka in a particular week of the semester. And then sana pag-grade mga students, and all of those mga staff na kung saan ito pag-facilitate ang ako ang klase. Correct. So in this bootcamp, you will learn kung saan yung startup. Second, kung saan yung entrepreneurship program framework sa USDP. The class structure, how do you facilitate classing, kung sa expectation every week, kung sa demand nato for students. Another topic is giving engagement and opportunity recognition, the value proposition canvas, customer discovery, the minimum viable product, the business model canvas for teaching. So muna yung mga major na mga topics na from bootcamp, but naka-distribute niya siya for the whole 80 weeks. No? And our goal here, and basically for the whole semester, is how to teach, and the keywords sa tuwaro is facilitate entrepreneurship course ato ang entrepreneurship program. Kung atong tanaw no, the whole Mindanao, ipapalag ang USDP ng tipo course structure of entrepreneurship. And naka-implement sa the whole program. Sa CDO, I know, na-implement na lang yan, kulang na lang siya ang mathematics for the entrepreneurship. And hopefully, ay nasa mga satellite campuses ko sa 100% ng program na entrepreneurship. And very structured na siya na naging course outline. In fact, we have a course guideline. So, dili na kita mag-isod kung magtuto entrepreneurship because na tayo course guideline for 80 semesters. Number 2 is how to develop and improve your own teaching materials. Although na naman yung mga teaching materials, but if you're interested sa isang topic, like let's say opportunity recognition, because nakarelate ka, anak na particular situation, and you want to go deeper to that particular topic, then that's fine. Let us know, okay? We're going to train you, give you materials on that particular topic or subject. And how to mentor students. Alright, ini ang very important, no? There's a question. Sa may authority nato as faculty, magtuturo ko entrepreneurship, pwede ba? Pwede ba tayo entrepreneur? Right? Kung civil engineering ka, computer engineering ka, of course, magtuturo ka o topics mo, computer engineering or civil engineering because you graduate na anak. You have technical skills. And how about mga entrepreneurs? Okay? So So that's a challenge. On some campuses outside Philippines, na yung mga cases nga entrepreneurial ng mundo in front sa mga students. And I'm talking about UC Berkeley, sometimes sa Singapore, ng mga universities, laging mga entrepreneur. But again, kung atong tanawang kung nila karon ang situation, busy na kayo ang mga entrepreneur. And then, invite mo sa classroom for a 3 hours na subject for 1 week. And then IPOS, for preparing those syllables, and all of those. I don't think so. They will survive 1 week. Not tedious na trabaho. Now, how do we mentor students? Dili pa expert. Right? That's the reason na ay mga programs ang connected kini na ko ang lecture. That is lecture series, invite ang mga entrepreneurs to come into the classroom para i-share nila ilang learning insights of being an entrepreneur. Kailangan ang mga i-compensate and ang trabaho din ni sa OP is just to facilitate. Later on, I mentioned ako na there are no wrong and correct or right pathways na students in our journey. But at least, kabalo na on how to facilitate and guide them sa ilang goals. Number 4 is, okay naman lahat, naman niya structure and design. And how to create an environment that inspires students to learn. Now, ayaw lang sa mga frustrate, no? Na naamoy demand na requirements sa students, and then students, this is the work. Later on, I will explain first, hindi mo entrepreneurship na ito program is a mandatory subject siya. So, kapalo na tayo ng subject, need to pass. Students need to pass. So, sometimes, if not most of the time, kung di rin sila interested sa subject, as a result, masaya ka pa. You will just do your bare minimum. Right? But there are students in the cohort, kung totoo tayo ng Milford, ang pinaka-end upward. A cohort of 40 students, there could be probably 4 to 6 students na willing to learn. And we try to support these 4 to 6 students. Right? So, wala ang frustration in teaching this because this is a mandatory subject. But in some universities, na hindi siya mandatory, they want their students because that's their goal. That's the reason that I go to entrepreneurship because I want this to become an entrepreneur. And I want this to connect, to network with potential founders, investors, para kumuha ako ang entrepreneurship na subject. Ang ako ang idea, or startup idea, to take off siya. Because nakakay delegate, and I will also discuss that later on, kung sa yung motivations. And number 6, there's a difference between a project-based and a problem-based requirements. Anybody differentiate problem-based or project-based? And sa mga, sa entrepreneurship, it should be problem-based. It is not project-based. I will explain later what's the difference in project-based or problem-based. Okay, so sa pagkabot pa lang yung 8:30, I think that's a good step moving forward. Atong intention is for the students, right? So, otherwise, why are we here? That's why I propose nga na pag-intro na sa 3 days. If atong intention is not for the students, right? Okay. Now, another rationality why we teach entrepreneurship, kung nalang siya subject, is because of this. Ang University is an adaptive university na. If we try to check, nalatay innovation and entrepreneurship program commercialization of programs. Okay, I'll go sa point of view sa mga faculty. I think majority of us here has done research na. And kung not a research output, of course, you don't want research output na magtuyong